You won't believe the shocking truth about the fast fashion industry's dirty secret. H&M has amassed a staggering $4.3 billion worth of unsold clothes, and the problem is only getting worse. As consumers become more conscious of their impact on the planet, the demand for sustainable fashion is on the rise. Will H&M adapt to this change, or will it continue to contribute to the fashion industry's environmental woes? In the cutthroat world of fashion retail, the mere sight of a few unsold garments can send shockwaves through the industry. But what if that modest pile of apparel was to multiply into a monstrous $4.3 billion heap of unsold shirts, dresses, and accessories? Such is the harrowing reality facing H&M, the Swedish fashion giant, as it struggles to cope with the unrelenting onslaught of online sales and fickle consumer tastes. In 2018, H&M announced that it had a staggering $4.3 billion worth of unsold clothes in its warehouses. To put that into perspective, that's enough clothes to dress the entire population of China. And if that's not enough to make you gasp, this number is a whopping 7% increase from the previous year, indicating that H&M's inventory problem is getting worse by the day. In 2020, H&M was forced to close 347 stores worldwide and open only 130 new ones, highlighting the devastating impact of the pandemic on the retail industry. While H&M's online sales increased by 48% in 2020, it wasn't enough to offset the decline in physical store sales, leaving the company with a massive pile of unsold inventory. The alarming accumulation was laid bare in H&M's quarterly report, sending shockwaves through the industry and raising dire questions about the company's ability to navigate the treacherous waters of cutthroat competition and ever-shifting consumer preferences that are upending the global garment market. For H&M, the writing has been on the wall since last year, when an unexpected decline in quarterly sales revealed the first ominous signs of the company's burgeoning inventory crisis. But now, as the stockpile grows ever larger, the stakes have never been higher, and the pressure on H&M to adapt and survive has never been more intense. Well, it looks like the fashion gods have decided to take a break from showering blessings upon our once mighty fashion empire. From humble beginnings as a small women's clothing shop on the outskirts of Stockholm, this juggernaut grew into a behemoth with a staggering 4,700 stores spanning the globe. But now, after 2 decades of success, we've finally hit a rough patch. I mean, who knew that a drop in sales could actually happen? It's almost like people don't want to spend their life savings on a pair of jeans, right? And speaking of jeans, it looks like our customers have ditched our stores for greener pastures, or rather, cheaper pastures. I guess we'll have to start charging more for our products if we don't want people to come back. Or, you know, we could always make them out of gold or something. People love that kind of stuff, right?
What?
But wait, there's more. Not only are we losing customers left and right, but our unsold merchandise is piling up faster than you can say fashion faux pas. I mean, who knew that neon green jumpers and zebra print accents wouldn't be a hot seller? Maybe we should have stuck with plain black after all.
Yes.
Adding to the company's woes is the jaw-dropping amount of unsold merchandise that it is struggling to shift, now estimated to be worth a staggering 35 billion Swedish krona. And to make matters worse, that figure has increased by a harrowing 7% in just the past year. So, will we be able to recover from this disaster? Will we be able to rise from the ashes like a phoenix in designer shoes? Who knows, but one thing's for sure, we'll be trying our darnest to make it happen. H&M, the colossal apparel producer of the world, is facing a conundrum of epic proportions. With a production line churning out hundreds of millions of items every year, the retail giant has resorted to incinerating faulty merchandise to generate energy for a power plant in Västerås. Talk about being eco-friendly. But alas, poor CEO Carl-Johan Persson finds himself under the heat of relentless pressure from analysts to address the matter. He tried to defend himself by claiming that the company needed to fill racks due to the opening of 220 new stores and the expansion of its e-commerce business. But the detractors aren't buying it.
Challenges that needs to be addressed by other brands and by other stakeholders.
We can't just lean back and be happy with the fact that there are a lot of jobs being created, and we need to act faster, and we have to do much more.
They say that poor inventory control and lackluster product offers are causing customers to flee faster than a hot knife through butter. Oh, the drama unfolds. The company is in turmoil as it reels from a staggering blow to its operational profits, a drop of 62% for the 3 months ending in February. The news sent shockwaves across the Stockholm Stock Exchange, causing the company's shares to plummet to their lowest price since 2005. Alas, this is not the only problem to plague the beleaguered H&M. The fashion giant faced the ire of the public after airing an advertisement in January featuring a black child model wearing a hooded sweatshirt with the words "coolest monkey in the jungle." This unfortunate incident forced the company to shut down stores in South Africa, and it had to endure a barrage of backlash on social media. And if this weren't enough, H&M and other retailers in Europe are bracing themselves for an impending entry of Amazon into the retail clothing market, a move that Amazon has already made in the US. For years, ASOS, H&M and Inditex, the behemoths of the industry, have been flourishing thanks to their uncanny ability to translate runaway trends into affordable and trendy clothing and accessories on a massive scale. But alas, the winds of change have blown in, bringing with them a new set of challenges that threaten to upend their fortunes. While the luxury market has experienced a recent resurgence thanks to the insatiable desires of millennials and the lucrative Chinese market, mass market retailers have had to contend with significant shifts. The challenges of selling contemporary clothing before it becomes outdated have only intensified in the digital age. With more and more consumers wanting to buy from their smartphones and demanding higher quality products, the fast fashion giants are finding it increasingly difficult to keep up. As the winds of change continue to blow, the fate of the industry's biggest players hangs in the balance. Inditex, with its savvy digital strategy, has managed to stay afloat, while ASOS has maintained its edge as an online-only retailer. But alas, the once mighty H&M has fallen from grace, unable to keep up with its rivals despite owning beloved brands such as COS and Other Stories and Arcot. The prognosis for the Swedish company is bleak, with analysts sounding the alarm bells. Neve Capital founder Rahul Sharma has ominously described H&M as a slow-motion crash, as the company struggles to keep up with the rapid pace of change. And if that weren't enough, the Swiss bank UBS has reported that they attended a H&M presentation in November and came away with no clear understanding of what the company was doing to address the problem of losing focus on its core customers. Despite claiming to have a strategy in place, the company is struggling to keep up with the breakneck pace of the industry. In an effort to reduce its inventory and stem the tide, H&M has announced plans to slash prices and restrict store expansion. And while the company is pinning its hopes on a 25% growth rate for its web company, its CEO, Mr. Persson, has been forced to acknowledge that the fashion industry's rapid transformation is taking its toll on his business. The year's beginning has been a challenge, he admits, as the company struggles to keep pace with the industry's dizzying challenges. In 2018, H&M was even criticized for burning over $4 million worth of unsold clothes instead of finding a more suitable solution for disposal. The fast fashion industry's production rate has reached such epic proportions that it's creating a colossal, unsustainable pile of 92 million tons of textile waste every year, threatening to engulf the planet in an environmentally devastating catastrophe. This endless cycle of wastefulness is not just harmful to our planet, but could also be the end to all of us. The looming apocalyptic wasteland can be averted by adopting a more sustainable approach to fashion. As more and more consumers become aware of this existential threat and demand a change, it's time for the fashion industry to wake up and answer the call. According to a recent study, 75% of people are willing to embrace eco-friendly brands to ensure a better future for themselves and their loved ones. The H&M story of $4.3 billion of unsold clothes is not just a financial concern, but an environmental one as well. The fast fashion industry's overproduction and waste are leading to serious environmental concerns, and consumers are increasingly demanding sustainable fashion options. It's time for us to take responsibility for our impact on the planet and make conscious choices when it comes to fashion. By supporting sustainable brands and making mindful purchases, we can make a positive difference. If you found this video informative and eye-opening, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for watching, and let's work towards a more sustainable future together.